Good morning, New York. We are in the mall area, and again, I've been spending a lot of time here. I need to pick up some stuff, but I am going to eat at Fridays. Just kidding. I'm gonna eat at Angelina's Kitchen, which is an Italian restaurant, and they have brick oven pizza. I'm excited. I've only ever been here once before, but I remember liking it a lot. So we're gonna try it out again today. I'm excited. I'm hungry. Let's eat. Welcome! Yum. Some vlogger I am. I already ate a piece. It's delicious, by the way. So we came to Jimmy Mac's. This is a very pizza-filled day. Oh, smell good? Oh yeah, I'm with Mr. and Mrs. Ops. Hello! This is the pizza of the month. They are going to enjoy it.
Delicious.
Delicious. You're holding it up like a model and I love it. But it's time to say goodbye. The thing I missed is delis. They make sandwiches for you with bagels that are New York bagels. I miss it. I miss it a lot. I am super excited to eat my sandwich. I like Smiley's. We used to live near here, so we used to come here a lot. And it's really great to be here to be able to grab a sandwich from them once again. Here, let me show you the sandwich. It is gigantic. Look at it. The cheese. Oh, I love cheese. Here, we made it back. Yes, I'm back. We're gonna watch another movie. Welcome aboard the Staten Island Ferry. Again. Good morning, New York. No, I'm in the front of a shop. To Manhattan today. I'm going to be doing some touristy things, but first I get to go visit a friend while she's working. That should be fun. New Yorkers are not so used to the fact of people vlogging because I have people staring at me. Whoops. Wendy's. All the foods. I like Wendy's. I am heading into the Oculus, which is that strange random building. Doesn't seem like much, but it's really impressive on the inside. Let me show you. Crazy. It's huge in here, and from the outside it looks like this little dinky thing, but you get a really cool view when you look up. I mean, I have to give it that. Fun fact, I came here once to do a workout with Kayla Itziness. I think I'm saying her name right. And we were right down here doing a pretty extensive workout in the middle, right here, where these chairs are. So this is a shopping mall with a lot of high-end shops like Apple, Kate Spade, Uggs or somewhere, Cole Hannon. Lots of high-end stores that I don't really shop in, but I've been walking around and it's really interesting to walk around. And they do have places like Sephora and Victoria's Secret, which are places that I would go to, and I did go to them. So I will be back in this area shortly, but first I really wanted to do something and try something out, and I'm gonna go do it. It's crazy. Here I am on the outskirts of Battery Park, and there's a squirrel. Squirrel! I am here because I want to go on the Seaglass Carousel. The Seaglass Carousel. That's where I want to go. I am so looking forward to this. It looks so pretty and fun and entertaining. Seaglass. I of course had to get a picture. Whoa, pink fish. I'm in a fish. Now sit back and enjoy the show. It's fun. Wow. It's pretty. It's fun. They even light up. happy I did that. So since I am in Battery Park and this is where all the cruises leave for all the Statue of Liberty tours and all that fun stuff, I was stopped by I think 4 people before I even got to the Seaglass Carousel to talk about how either there were no more boats today leaving or last boat. So I don't know which one it was or why they would say that, but I don't get it. But Battery Park is known for having all the tours leave out of it, along with the Seaglass Aquarium, which I've been seeing ads for like a year or so. I really wanted to go on it. I'm happy I did. This is also the park where you can get views of seagulls sitting on these poles here, because why not? And also the Statue of Liberty. I'll do leave it back by the Oculus. I walked back uptown a little bit. I'm still in downtown Manhattan. I feel like I need to explain that the next part of this, I don't know how I'm going to react to things. I don't really know what I'm going to be shown. I'm going into the One World Trade Center for the One World Observatory.
You know, just give their heart to the job.
Anybody that from an engineering construction point of view, but that's not because of concrete.
Welcome to One World Observatory.
This part is showing me New Jersey. This is the sky portal. It is showing you what is happening at ground level at this moment. So again, this is New Jersey over here. And this building all by itself is the Liberty Science Center. If you have ever seen one of our videos, we went there with Mr. and Mrs. Ops and it was a lot of fun. Memories. Governor's Island. There's the Staten Island Ferry. And there's the Statue of Liberty again, which is a lighthouse, shockingly. And that's Ellis Island. And that huge chunk of land is Staten Island. That's how far I am from Staten Island right now. That Seaglass thing that I just did, yeah, that's the park over there. Isn't it crazy? Wow! I'm really high up, guys. I'm afraid of heights. Why did I do this? Across the water over there, next to Governor's Island. So this is Governor's Island. And that is Brooklyn. And there is a bridge there. It's called the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. It's pretty cool. More of downtown Manhattan. And then Brooklyn. Across the water.
Did you say there's nothing
Brooklyn Bridge. Brooklyn Bridge. Whoa. Look at that. The Brooklyn Bridge is right next to the Manhattan Bridge. Very confusing. Now here's Manhattan. And more Brooklyn. And then I think Queens. There it is, the Empire State Building. Right there.
Is Staten Island. Staten Island is about 2.5 times the size of Manhattan, so it's quite large, but only has about a third of its population, so less than 500,000 people live in Staten Island. One of the major reasons for this is it's the only borough of New York City that is not attached to the rest of New York City by our subway system. So you can't commute back and forth to Staten Island by train. Now, most New Yorkers, we're trying to get where we're going as fast as possible, right? So most of us try to live as close to the trains as possible. It's always going to be the fastest way to get around, so not as many of us live in Staten Island. But there are a couple ways to get out there from the rest of New York City. The only way to get directly to Manhattan from Staten Island is the Staten Island Ferry. It's a large orange boat that goes back and forth through the New York Harbor. It runs 24 hours a day, every day of the year. It's completely free and takes around 1 hour round trip. So now the weather's supposed to be pretty nice the next couple days, so maybe consider doing this. A lot of people do it because it's a free harbor cruise, beautiful views of that lower Manhattan skyline, and you'll get pretty close to the Statue of Liberty as well for some great photos. The other way out to Staten Island is to drive or take one of our city buses across that bridge out in the distance. That's the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. It connects Staten Island on the right-hand side to Brooklyn on the left-hand side. So across the river from us from here to your left, that's Brooklyn. Brooklyn is our most populated borough. Over 2.5 million people live in Brooklyn. It has roughly the same population as the city of Chicago. Now, Brooklyn is where you'll find Coney Island, Brighton Beach, Prospect Park, beautiful Greenwood Cemetery, and there are 3 bridges that attach it to Manhattan. The first one is the Brooklyn Bridge, then the Manhattan Bridge, and then the Williamsburg Bridge. So Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg. Here's our tour guide trick to remember those, okay? BMW, just like the car. You won't forget those bridges now. Now, Brooklyn is on an island. That island is so long we can't even see it all from here. It's almost 120 miles long, so that's how it gets its name, Long Island. If you're looking for Long Island, that's it. So this end of Long Island is Brooklyn, but that's not the only borough of New York City that's on Long Island. To the north of Brooklyn and sort of wrapping around it is our largest borough by size, that is Queens. Queens has just under 2.5 million residents, roughly the same population as Houston, Texas. So it's like we have Houston and Chicago next to each other, right over there. Now, Queens is our most diverse borough. It's actually the most diverse county in all of the United States of America. Over 200 languages and distinct dialects are spoken just in Queens. Now, you may have already been there. It's where the John F. Kennedy Airport and the LaGuardia Airport are located. So if you flew into either of those, technically, even if it's just briefly, you've already been in Queens. It's where our baseball team, the Mets, plays. It's also where the U.S. Open is held. So if you're a tennis fan, it's out at Arthur Ashe Stadium in Flushing Meadows. To the north of Queens and Manhattan is our final borough, the Bronx. The Bronx is the only borough of New York City that's attached to the mainland of the United States. The rest of our boroughs are all on islands. The Bronx is home to the Bronx Bombers, better known as the Yankees. So Yankee Stadium is in the Bronx. The Bronx Zoo, the New York Botanical Garden is up there, and it has the nickname the Boogie Down Bronx because it's the birthplace of hip-hop music. So we've got the Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Queens all together create New York City.
Uh-oh. Something terribly
Still got a full pop. Visiting One World Observatory.
One World Observatory. It was pretty cool. Here's something you don't really see every day. The above view of a very busy subway station / path train. And this part, where it's closest to me, is the path train. Whee! To the Staten Island Ferry. This is pretty cool. Trying to stay still. Manhattan. See you next time. It was a really fun day. I was really excited to do this and be a part of going up and seeing what is there. I like how they showed you how they started and what the foundation was on, the bedrock of Manhattan. And the elevator was really cool. I only got to film a small portion of it, but it was happening all around me. Since it was happening all around me, it was really hard to film without being like, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. And what they did was they did Manhattan through the years. So it was like, when you're going up, you see it starting with just an island, and then all of a sudden there are skyscrapers like quite a few years later, which was really cool. And then on the way down, it was like you were on the outside of the Freedom Tower, and you just went down, and it was also really cool to look at. By the way, my ears were popping the entire time. That elevator ride was so fast, and it was just like, it hurts. If you have sensitive ears to that, the elevator ride, be warned. They're shooting you up to the 100th floor. No, 103 or 102. Something like that. And it's only a few seconds long. You're going fast, and you feel the elevator going like this, which made me super nervous. So that was pretty scary. Scary. Yeah. But I was glad to go up. I was glad to see it. I didn't really know what I was getting into. Like I said earlier, I didn't know how I was going to react, and to get in, I had to walk past the memorial, which always is a tearjerker for me. I always start to cry when I see it, so I avoid it a lot, or I try to, at least. But once I got up there, there was nothing about 9/11. It was just a tourist attraction of, hey, look, you're really high up in the air. Take a look at all these the skyline and all these cool buildings. That's all it is. And you can rent a tablet guide. I rented a tablet guide. I don't think I would ever do that again. And you were supposed to like shoot it in like a direction, and it was supposed to show you the skyline and pinpoint different buildings and stuff. But it was a lot of stuff for Upper Manhattan, but the rest, like New Jersey, it was just like, this is New Jersey, and here's the Liberty Science Center, and here's this, and here's that. And I'm like, I could point those things out already. I didn't need this. Same thing with Staten Island. And then when we went to Brooklyn, it was like quite a few things that I didn't know. I learned about the Brooklyn Children's Museum, how it was one of the first children's museums ever. And then other places started following suit. That was pretty cool. But it was, I don't know. I probably wouldn't rent that again. Also, when you rent the tablet guide, they give you a link to the videos, and they had a few different videos about a few different places, and you can watch the videos online. So I'll show that to Aunt when we get back, and I'm hoping that he likes it. He probably will, because he'll love that sort of thing. It was a fun journey. So a trip up to One World Observatory is not too expensive. It is $32 if you pay for the full price, and then they also have something called Priority, where it gets you up quicker and it gets you down quicker, because they have a priority line and a general admission line. Now, when I went, it wasn't like too crowded. I got up relatively quickly. I think I waited on an elevator going up, and then coming down, it was again very quick. I did not need priority at all. There was very few people there, but this is also not really a tourist time. This is probably a very slow time for them. So if you're coming during like a heavily tourist time, possibly you might want priority just to make things go a little bit quicker. It looks like they had lines for days. Lines for days! It was crazy. And none of the lines were really open because it was just a walkthrough, everything. There is security. You do need to pass through a metal detector, but that's about it. I paid $29 on Groupon, and when you get to the top, they do have cafe and a restaurant. The cafe is where I got like a cookie and a bottle of water. I got a cookie and a bottle of water, and it was $8. $8! Ah! They're really on, like, this is tourist. This is a tourist thing to do. I'm gonna gut you for all you're worth. Yeah, it was a small bottle of water and a small cookie for $8. It was crazy. I would never buy food up there ever again. The restaurant didn't, like, it was only fancy food, so there was nothing really that I would eat at all. And it was very, very expensive. I saw a plate of food up there for like $30. So the cost to get up there was the cost of a plate of food. Not including tip, not including a drink, nothing. Just the plate of food. I don't even remember what it was. I have no idea. But it was really fancy food. Nothing I ate. So I didn't really have any interest. Yeah. So don't buy the food up there. Go up for the views. It's an interesting elevator ride. Yeah, I think I covered it all. Again, if I was still living here, probably wouldn't have done it, but since it was on Groupon and since I was visiting, I thought, hey, why not? So, but that is it for today. I'll see you guys later. Monkeys out!